Thank you for joining us. This is English News Time from Oromia Broadcasting Network. I'm Ulkaba by headings and news. Stay with us. The Oromia Regional State disclosed that it is working a coordinated effort to combat contraband and illegal trade in the region. Relevant discussion has been held here in Adama Town, where the remark came out. Azim Agasa reports.
Participating stakeholders from zones and towns of the region, discussion has been held on the issue of contraband and illegal trade. According to a report presented by the Oromia Market Development Agency indicates that zonal administration made coordinated efforts to combat contraband and illegal trade, as well as bringing contrabandists to court raised as strong sides, whereas failure to implement contraband and illicit trade proclamation into effect, as well as poor coordination of federal offices raised as limitations. It was noted on the event that tangible efforts have been done to establish a committee creating awareness of the public and ensuring rule of law to control contraband and illicit trade. Coordinator of Economic Cluster with the rank of Vice President of the region, Ahmed Tusa, stressed the need to work collaboratively to fight contraband and illicit trade.
We need to identify the contrabandists and their networks, unless it is difficult to stop contraband and illicit trade. So it needs our coordinated effort to fight against it and benefit our nation.
With the rank of Vice President of the region, Coordinator of Rural Development Cluster, Dr. Girma Amente, said the regional government is working to tackle contraband and illegal trade in order to benefit the public.
During our past 2-3 years, the mobilizations we have made in this regard to fight illicit and illegal trade was really very, very high, and the results we have gained was also tremendous. So capitalizing on that achievement and experience, this plan was prepared in a way that our zones and cities will adapt this initial plan to their local context and map the routes in which these type of activities are more prevalent in their local context.
Dr. Girma said a lot is expected from the public to fully address the problem.
I'm really optimistic and confident that our people will participate in this process, because the Oromo people will not benefit anything from illicit trade and contraband activities. Because of that, it is up to us, it's up to the leadership at all levels to mobilize our people to fight this activity, which is a challenge for the growth and development of our region.
Participants of the discussion expressed readiness to combat contraband and illegal trade.
We will work with legal bodies to tackle contraband and illegal trade.
Contraband and illegal trade have negative impact in all development activities, so we have to work hard to address the problem.
The Oromia Government Communication Affairs Bureau said the region will work attentively in 2012 Ethiopian calendar to benefit the public at large. Head of the Bureau, Admasu Damto, briefed the media on the next year work plan. We have more on this. Head of the Oromia Communication Affairs Bureau, Admasu Damto, has briefed the media concerning the 2011 Ethiopian calendar fiscal year work performance of the region. Admasu said different officials of the region and federal level, drawn from different parts of the country, have been participating on the next year work plan and its implementation on the future career. The next year will be the year that all Oromo people are going to benefit from developmental activities across the region. It will be the year in which we concluded the delayed projects for our public. He also said the 2012 Ethiopian calendar work plan has drafted by participating all stakeholders from different corners. Adding, the Oromia Regional State Government will strongly work on ensuring the supremacy of law and sustaining peace and stability across the region.
Qaamoleen nageenya guyyaa guyyaadhaan hojii keessatti ijaaraa deeggaraa
The Oromia Regional State Government will strongly sustain its work on improving the life standard of its people. Peace and stability is our core agenda in the coming new year. We'll strongly work on sustaining the stability across our region. There is no mercy upon those who will work unconstitutionally. Our main task will be ensuring supremacy of law. Admasu further noted that the region will strongly work on ensuring education quality and citizenship service more than any other time. Controlling illegal money laundering and benefiting farmers from mechanization farming will be the main agenda of the regional state government in the coming Ethiopian New Year. He also noted the commitment of the Oromia Regional State Government in conducting the 2020 national election and the schedule provided for the program.
Filannoo bara 2012 akka mootummaa naannoo Oromiyaattis ta'e akka paartii ODP.
We as the Oromia Regional State Government, or as ODP, we are fully committed to underway the 2020 national election as per the schedule provided. To successfully accomplish this task, we will support the program in all what you can.
Ministry of Trade and Industry announced that it will work intensively to solve inflation observed on basic goods and services. Participating stakeholders' relevant discussion has been held in Finfinne City, Addis Asafa explains.
Ministry of Trade and Industry held discussion with the stakeholders in Finfinne City. Objective of the discussion was creating mechanism on the ways how to control market inflation. Minister of Trade and Industry Fethlawar Gabrexaber on the occasion said that both inflation and illegal trade need everyone's participation to be solved. Fethlawar added that stakeholders and the public at large should play their part to overcome price increase of goods and contraband trades.
Per the potential we strive to control price fluctuation on household consumption goods and services. However, the government alone couldn't solve the problem. Since the problem touches every class of the society, every individual should work on cooperation to tackle the inflation and contrabands. Traders, concerning sectors, owners of industries, and consumers should take part to solve market crisis.
On the event, a paper study that exhibits about market inflation and illegal trade was demonstrated to the attendants of the discussion. The paper study was conducted on Finfinne's markets and its environs. As of the paper's finding, the price of goods is escalating time to time ever since the beginning of the just ending year. During the presentation of the study, it was said that the price of goods these days are showing a mammoth proportion. While the presentation of the study, it was stated that the reason of price escalation is caused by the interference of bargainers depositing products in the warehouse for long time, non-receipt trades, illegal deeds of unions and associations using illegal documents were among others. Especially unfair price escalation is noticed on flour factory, bakery and edible oil distributors. Though the government renders them subsidy, still they manipulate the public. For instance, bakery wheat that was 550 birr per quintal would be sold with 2,000 birr. This is done with bargaining of brokers. To overcome market price escalation of basic household consumption goods and industry, taking a serious measure on deposited warehouse products, brokers and contrabands would be the easiest solution as of the presented study's finding. Participants of the discussion told us they work to solve market price escalation.
There is a team that follows market price and price escalation at each level. The team has an ultimate power to take measures on wrongdoers. We are working by coordinating with all sectors to overcome market inflation. It has been 2 months now since we've started this task. We've closed trade outlets and we've also taken legal measures against them.
The Federal Vital Events and Registration Agency said it is working to implement internationally acceptable vital events registration system. The agency has held discussion with stakeholders in Finfinne. Aklugo representatives.
Vital Events Registration Agency has discussed with relevant stakeholders on how to standardize vital events registration across the country. Deputy Director of Vital Events Registration Agency, Fraul Tafa, had said the following about the aim of the discussion.
We've discussed with stakeholders inputs of strategic elements of 2019-20 comprehensive assessment that would enable to successfully accomplish the works.
Director General of Vital Events Registration Agency Mujib Jamal for his part noted that vital events registration is crucial in the socio-economic and political aspects of the country.
When we evaluate our work in relation to the time of our establishment, we are in a better progress.
Mujib noted that there is lack of awareness among the public about the importance of vital events registration. Some participants of the discussion pointed out that the larger public should cooperate with the government to get accurate registration of vital events.
For all nations and nationalities, it is important to pass through vital events registration to get the expected service from the government.
Ethiopian National Defense Force troops serving under the Africa Union mission in Somalia, AMISOM, have been saluted for their dedication, sacrifice, professionalism and commitment to duty. AMISOM Forces Commander Lieutenant General Tagabu Yilma said in Mahas, Halgan and other areas where the troops operated, terrorist groups had been pushed out through successful military operations conducted jointly with the Somalia security forces. He was speaking during a parade at AMISOM headquarters in Beledweyne to mark the end of their year-long tour to duty. In attendance at the ceremony was Kuratz Ain Sadozi, head of United Nations Mine Action Service UNMAS in Somalia, who commended AMISOM troops for their hard work in clearing explosive devices on supply roads. She reiterated UNMAS continued support to AMISOM in their training, equipping and monitoring to address the problem of explosive hazard in Somalia, according to a statement issued by AMISOM.